This is a great question to demonstrate why it's so important to notice the right things in the question itself so that you know what you're looking for and that you're looking for the right things, especially with evidence questions. So what most people do, they're going to make the mistake of focusing on the word petition. They get very focused on the noun, the thing that these lines are supposed to be about. Whereas what I focus on, there's two different ideas here. The idea of success, I guess that's a noun as well, but it's a much more powerful noun. It is a quality, I guess, not just a thing itself. And then also collecting enough, right? Of how many are we getting? So let's take a look at these answer choices and let's see why someone might fall for a trap and how focusing on the right words can actually help us avoid that trap. So let's take a look at line A. To see how large a petition each state rolls up and to do the work as expeditiously as possible, it is necessary that some person or society in each state and district should take the matter in charge, print and send out petitions to reliable friends in every county, urging upon all thoroughness and haste. Well, it definitely has the word petition, right? So there it is at the beginning, and they repeat it again right here. So it's talking about the right thing, but I don't see where they're talking about success. They're just talking about the process of getting these petitions signed and delivered, I guess. So it's not really about them succeeding with anything. So let's continue. Let's see if there's more in these other lines. Line B, having petitioned, there it is again, to our lawmakers, state and national for years, many from weariness and despair have vowed to appeal no more. For our petitions, say they, by the tens of thousands are piled up mid the national archives, unheeded and ignored. Well, this is very tempting because it does seem to talk about them being a lot, right? Tens of thousands. Well, if we collect enough, I guess we'll have tens of thousands. But it says that they are unheeded and ignored. Well, that's not success, right? It's saying that they're not succeeding despite having so many. Now, line reference C has the least, by far, stuff inside of it, at least if you're counting by words. But if we think about the ideas, it is saying all the things it needs to say. Statesmen and politicians alike are conquered by majorities. They are conquered, meaning we're going to succeed in winning them over if we have a majority, if we have enough petitions. It's saying what it needs to say. Now, I noticed that that word petition is not there. But the whole passage is clearly about this. You have to be okay with words not being repeated, but the ideas are consistent, right? If we're moving from sentence to sentence, we don't need to keep saying petition in every sentence just to make it clear to your reader what's going on. Now, granted, you have the whole passage if this were a real question on a test, but I only gave you the lines that you need, and even from them and from the context of the surrounding lines, we see we're still talking about this, and their success is going to come from winning over the majority, and it's just a matter of having enough petitions, just collecting enough. So let's take a look at choice D just to be sure. Is not liberty as sweet to her as to him? Are not the political disabilities of sex as grievous as those of color? Is not a civil rights bill that shall open to women the college doors, the trades, and the professions, that shall secure her personal and property rights as necessary as for her protection as for that of the colored man? Well, that has nothing to do with anything. So that leaves us with choice C being the answer. And very few people are going to pick this, at least right away, because it looks like it's not about the right thing. And this is why you really need to focus on the right ideas in the question, because then once you find those ideas in the choices, you'll just be as confident as I am right now that you found the right answer. It's really not about the topic of the passage being repeated. It's repeated in all the lines. It's about the specific things that they want to know about that topic. Success in this case, and collecting a lot of something. B is maybe second best, but it never talks about success. In fact, it says the opposite, so you cannot fall for that trap. They might not repeat the exact words that you're looking for, but if the idea is consistent, then that's probably the right answer.